Living the life of a digital nomad. Going to restaurants. Eating good food. Enjoying life in Mexico City. Stay tuned for the full story.
Hi, what's up? Heading out. We're gonna go meet a friend at the restaurant where this is the favorite restaurant in the whole world that Cecilia and I, that we love to eat in. And yeah, let's see what happens. This is Mexico City. Just walking the streets. We're gonna head to the metro. Just a little bit further along the road, and I'm passing by this house right now, and it looks hella creepy. I'm gonna show you what it looks like. You see that? I mean, it's not even Halloween or Dia de los Muertos or anything. Yeah, it's not even Halloween or anything, but it's gonna, it looks kind of creepy to me. Cecilia just said, that's cute. She's not horrified or anything. I'm the guy that I can't take horror movies at all. Anyways, I gotta fill you in. If I catch something interesting, I'll try to get it on video. Usually we miss all of those videos where something interesting happens because we're just in the moment. We're not walking around like right now, walking with my camera in my hand. Everybody seems to know where they're going. It's so cool. Look. It's like a stream of consciousness. I'm heading just straight, so it's kind of easy for me, but there's more people in the metro that uses the metro here in Mexico City, and there are people that even live in all of Finland combined together. It's kind of insane. This place, they have amazing tacos. I can just smell the tacos all the way into the metro station. And you can't even compare tacos made in Mexico and authentic Mexican tacos in the West world, like Western, like Europe or US. Like, holy cow, like no joke. If you come to Mexico City or Veracruz, Cancun, wherever, it really doesn't matter. If you have a real burrito, a real taco made here on the streets, it's gonna ruin you for the rest of your life. You're never gonna be able to eat that garbage they call tacos in the country, whichever country you came from. It definitely ruined us in a way where I can never, well, I can. And I've had some tacos that I thought were great in Europe and in Texas, but that was, nothing compared to the ones that we have here. Just to say, eat local tacos when we come here to Mexico. Definitely, Viva la Mexico. Like, y'all own the taco game. All right, we got the selfie stick. All right, now it feels more natural. We're gonna cross over the road here a little bit. Okay, don't do this at home. Don't even do this when you're not at home. 1 second. No traffic. Alright, let's do this. Let's get over to the other side. And it's kind of calm. Alright now. Let's do this. I think that's my bus. Right there. ¿A Puerta Grande? Puerta Grande? Para uno, ¿cuánto es? ¿A dónde? Para un a Puerta Grande. 7 pesos. Sí. Gracias. Alright. I'm glad I got that part on the video here, because getting on a bus just randomly on the street, you can just ask them where you're headed. you're heading to our place and let me join, just ask them how much. They'll tell you. I don't think I've once been scammed by the prices in the buses. They're straightforward. They're not like some places in Asia. They have tourist prices and local prices. Here in Mexico, it's all the same. If you're going from one place to another, they're gonna treat you like a local. If you jump on a bus, they're gonna be straightforward with you. If you speak just conversational Spanish, you don't need to be all fluent or whatever. If you just heard my Spanish, it's not like perfect or anything. But it gets me from point A to point B. Don't stress the small stuff. Grammar comes after words, so learn the words first. Enjoy the ride. We're almost there now. Kitty cat is sleeping. It's not Floki. We have had Floki with us to this restaurant, but today Floki is at home, chilling with his mom. You can smell from this window. You can smell the street food. It smells great. Look at that. I remember the first time I saw that. I love the street art here in Mexico City. They're so artistic. The walls here, they allow for it. It's not as strict as a lot of places I've been to or we've been to. Meeting a friend today. This is the first time we're meeting Daniel Falonipe. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but he's a cool guy. And he came all the way from Albania just a couple of weeks ago. He came through US, and then yeah, he's back in Mexico now. He's been here before, and we're gonna ask him some questions, and you'll get to see not just spontaneous backpackers today, but also Daniel's point of view as a spontaneous backpacker. He's not a spontaneous backpacker yet, but I believe in it. He can do it if he wanted to. He's definitely a nomad, so you'll see. If you have any questions for him, put them down in the comments, and yeah, I'm gonna ask him to answer those comments when I meet him next time. I'm sure our paths will cross again. Gracias. Okay. 3 metros, 1 bus. But now we're finally here. Provecho. YouTube. Yeah, people love being on YouTube here. So we're really close to the restaurant, and when we get there, maybe Daniel's already there. Do you see another one? He wanted to be on the video as well. Maybe Daniel's already there, waiting for us. We don't know yet. What's that? Even the old grannies want to be on the camera. It's a different kind of vibe than filming in Europe, that's for sure. Let's see. Oh my god, okay. So, I don't know if you can see this. This is where we're going, right here. Okay, so why is this our favorite restaurant? You're gonna notice. It's not just the food being incredible, or the best in the world. It's really the best in the world. It's also the people. You're gonna get to meet them real soon, I hope. Really close to the restaurant right now. You can find it right here. It's called Café Tierra Nuestra. Check this out.
Hey, how are you?
So these are my favorite restaurant owners in the world. Holy cow! You make the best food ever. This is Adrian.
Hello.
And Susana.
Hello.
And usually we have your mom here, but she's not here right now.
She's coming back.
He's coming back.
Right. And check this out. Oh my god. I just want to eat all of it. And look at that cake. And look at that. Check this place out. And we're gonna eat here with Daniel later. This is the first time. They just spotted him. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. Daniel, for the first time. You wanna come with? What's going on, man? How you doing? You're on video.
Hello.
This is the first time we meet.
Yeah.
Look at this restaurant.
Oh,
this
man.
is the favorite
I've
restaurant in the world.
never been to this other town ever.
Welcome. This is
Never.
Café Tierra Nuestra.
Hey, how are you,
Very
man?
well, sir.
Adrian,
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
this is the
Nice to meet you.
This is here, man. Okay, you
Yeah.
want to get back to like the
Yeah, so-
earthquake? How was it? Your first earthquake?
Yeah, my first earthquake. I was telling Sandy that if I were to be in the house, I would have slept through it, right? So I was getting a beer. I was on my second glass of beer, and the alarm went off, right? And we had to evacuate the building. And we got out on the streets, and the alarm was still going off. Everyone was wondering, like, "Oh, what's going on? What is it going to happen? Are we going to die or something?" And
The sirens, the
yes, that was
dogs.
going off. And the moment I felt like I was, swerving back and forth. I was like moving around in the same spot. But in my mind, I was like, damn, I'm so drunk. Because I
You
didn't
thought
know.
it was bigger.
Yeah, I thought I was tipsy or something.
Oh, man.
And nobody was saying anything. I mean, funny
They
enough.
didn't say
Yeah, nobody was like, oh, like freaking out and whatnot. And as we're going back and reading the alarms went off, everybody calmed down. And the girl was asking me, wow, did you feel that? I was like, what? It was like the ground shaking. I was like, was that the ground shaking? Because I felt I was drunk, you know. But like, because I was wondering to myself, like, I've only had 2 beers. Like, I shouldn't be feeling this way. Like, this is weird. But yeah, that was.
I saw your tweet. Like, I honestly just thought I was
Yeah,
drunk.
I honestly just thought I was drunk. Honestly, that's what I thought. And looking back in retrospect, I just felt like, wow, that was pretty cool. I mean, but that's, I shouldn't say that,
By
but
the
really,
way,
that's how I felt.
Your apartment is
Yeah.
on the 7th floor.
Oh yeah, I'm on the 7th floor.
No joke. That's dangerous.
Yes, yeah,
If
yeah.
you're here in
Next
Mexico.
7th floor. But I mean,
Earthquake was 6.9. this
Yeah,
time.
but
the
like-
earlier one on Monday
Yeah.
was 7.7.
oh wow.
So can you imagine the 7? You were in the US back then.
Mhm.
Like the one on Monday, man, you can't like. It was. We've been in earthquakes. 7.2s in Indonesia.
Yeah.
They're serious, super serious, massive destruction. Awful. I'm smiling because I'm so excited. it was terrible. But this one, the 7.7 here,
Yeah.
it was going like this.
wow.
And you're like, whoa, whoa. Muchas gracias, Andres. Thank you, thank you. Okay, I have to.
So we're preparing the what's the new name that we just invented? The Moleaquiles. Moleaquiles.
It's a new dish.
It's a kind of a new dish.
Are you ready?
A creation for Sam that he just came up with, and he said,
No, so
"Can
Sam
I
came
have?"
up with it.
He said, "Can we have this with this?" We never done that, but we're doing it for you, Sam. Anyways, what do you want?
There's
you want
so many different things you
for
can
lunch, or what do you want?
Now.
Or do you want to try something? Do you want to try a different dish and then we can try both? Dishes?
Yeah, you can try a different
Because-
one, and I can try a different one. We can
Yeah,
both.
because if you're
try.
trying like I don't know if you've ever had the rellenas, the one with the Independence Day. What is it called? The Independence Day.
No, we don't have that.
You don't have
No,
that?
we don't have that.
Honestly, like whatever you recommend.
All right, let's not.
Yeah,
let's do that.
whatever you
Let's do
recommend,
that. So, but no spicy. The spicy. You
I
make
love spicy. I love
Okay,
spicy.
yeah, spicy.
I love spice. Like lots of spice.
Ah, perfect.
Yeah.
This is the famous Moleaquiles.
Moleaquiles. This is a new dish.
Just for Sam.
Just for
No,
Sam.
this is a new dish. It didn't
Wow.
exist before today. Thank you so much.
Oh wow, that looks good.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so what is this?
Those are Cochinita, pibil,
Cochinita.
enchiladas.
Oh, okay. I think I know this one.
Yeah,
I know
that's pretty famous.
Yeah, yeah.
The
I
dish is
know,
pretty famous.
especially with the sauce and
There you
whatnot.
go.
This is
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
This is good.
But as I mentioned, this is from the peninsula of Yucatan. It's very famous over there.
Right.
So one of the main dishes. Is our interpretation of that.
Well, thank you.
Enjoy it.
So much.
Appreciate it.
Thank you so much. If you're watching this and you feel like, oh my god, what is this? It looks amazing, and also when you're smelling it, I don't know. Can you see that I'm like drooling here? It's like
That's all in.
Can you do a new one? Wait, like this. It's the mole. It tastes even more mole. Wow! How is it even possible?
That is great.
This. Do you like mole?
What's that?
Mole. The chili thing. The sauce.
Oh, okay.
You have to try it. Okay, so you either hate it or you love it. That's the thing. So I'm just gonna try it. When you're trying it for the first time, you get tears in your eyes.
Really?
We just stumbled upon this place.
Really?
We were walking from our Airbnb close by,
Yeah.
and we were about to. We just saw that there was a marketplace close by. And we smelled in the morning. We were walking like 8, 9, 10 a.m.
Yeah.
And do you see that cake over there? Can you imagine how that one smells when it comes out of the oven? And then, you know, you have the coffee smell like from cappuccinos and whatnot. And we were sold on street by the smell. we can help ourselves. We had to take.
Interesting.
And now it's become like, man, I'm so happy. I'm just so happy right now.
That's good.
How's everything? You like it?
I love it.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. I love it.
How dare you?
You're crying?
This is even better. Is it even better?
Really?
Have you tasted this?
No, I know.
It's even better than usual. I don't know how you. There's different types of mole. And if you go to Puebla, we'll have one, like mole poblano. And if you go to Oaxaca, you will have like every different, like.
What difference is it?
To my understanding, the one in Oaxaca
Yeah.
is. Wait 1 second, I'm gonna ask them because they know way more than me. What's the difference between Oaxacan mole and the one from Puebla? Puebla.
The sweetness.
Mole poblano.
The sweetness.
So it's the sweetness. Does it look the same?
Puebla's mole is more sweet.
But does it look the same?
Is it what?
Does it look the same?
Look the same. I mean, color-wise, a little bit less dark, a little bit more reddish, but it's just sweet. It's sweeter, right? It's just they put more.
I could feel. I was like, is there chocolate in this thing?
There you go. So most of moles have chocolate. Pretty much every single one.
But not
So there
the
are some
red
basic
green one.
ingredients, which are of course the chile and the dried chile and chocolate and tortilla, fried tortilla and bread. And those are the basics.
Yeah.
Now what it changed from mole to mole are the type of chiles and the quantity, of course, because they have, depending on the mole, there are the basic ones, they have like only 2 or 3.
Wow.
But there are ones that can have up to 7 type of chiles, right?
Yeah.
And depending on, you have more chiles more red or more or darker, depending on the chile. And that's why some of them are black. One of the most famous ones is the black mole of Oaxaca, which is like kind of the.
And this is similar to that one, right? This is the Oaxaca.
It's another combination because here in Mexico, every single family has their own recipe. That's the thing. You go to one family, and it will taste, it will look pretty much the same.
Yeah,
but you can say, oh, this is spicier.
Yeah, some slight
Oh,
variations,
this
yeah.
is sweeter. Oh, this is really hot, right?
Yeah.
Or depending on the
Right.
family. And even in our own family, we have like, depending on who's making the mole, we can have 3 or 4 different the tastes. It's like, oh, my tia Lulu is going to make mole. Oh, that maybe it's going to be spicy.
Very similar to, because I'm from Nigeria,
Right?
and when we make different dishes, we say, for example, my stepmom, we call it the hand. We said, oh, this is your mom's hand.
There you go.
This is my stepmom's hand. Because
Yeah.
even though it's the same dish, it just tastes very differently
Because of the hand.
because of the hand that's
Yeah,
making it.
that's true. That is true. And as far as the enchiladas of Cochinita, that's another world, right? Because the original one is made of
Of course.
it's made of a pib. The pib is It's in the ground.
Okay.
Have you tried barbacoa?
No.
So it's just the way you make it. It's like the Mexican barbecue.
Yeah.
And that's the way you cook it.
Mm.
You cook it in the ground.
Okay.
So this one, of course, is not on the ground.
Yeah.
Right? This is our version because we're limited to the kitchen, right?
Right.
And now what we have.
Mhm.
But if you go to Yucatan, they made it on the ground.
Wow.
And they make it for 12 hours, and it's a different animal, a completely different animal.
Wow.
Right? Now, this is we tried our best version of this because I want to try. That's the one I make myself because I go to get ingredients that are original to Yucatan.
Wow.
You can find it here in Mexico City. You look for
Just have
them
to
and
look
dig
for
a
it.
little bit and explore and dive a little bit. You can find it.
Yeah.
And I say, and that's why you need to, to find ingredients. And I try to keep as much as possible, stick to the original recipe and how it's made it. So okay, I don't have the pibil in my house, of course, right? But I bake it for 10 hours, so I can't develop the flavor of some sort of. And for example, it has the main ingredient of this, besides the meat, is the achiote, and it's a seed. It's a very special seed. And the other one is the orange. It's not a very bitter orange. It's not a sweet orange. It's the bitter orange, which only is mainly is grown in Yucatan. That's why they use that ingredient. But it's kind of vinegar. So here in Mexico, many people use vinegar instead of the orange. But the flavor is not the same. It's not the same. So what I'm trying, I found a place where I can buy the orange, which is the original of Yucatan. So it gives you the difference.
Interesting. Well, thank you. Thank you for the lesson.
You want more of the mole or no?
Yeah, it's sweet. It's kind of like messing with the flavor, the spiciness.
I don't know what's happening in my mouth. I just know I'm bored of it. Like for me, it's just I tried it once and I can never forget mole. Like my first mole ever was at this restaurant.
I've had this one before, but it's not as good. I didn't like it the first time I tried it.
And now you like it?
Yeah.
Isn't that weird?
It is.
Man, just some relationships, some people that you get to meet around the world are, you just click. And what we've learned, or what I've at least learned, is that if you force these relationships, they're not going to happen. If you're trying to own these relationships, if you're trying to go all the way out of your way to make this happen, it usually doesn't work. But in this case it did, and we got to enjoy a great meal together, like the best mole I've ever had. I always say this, the best mole I've ever had. You've probably seen this in a previous video, but I'm serious. It's always been really good. I love mole. Anyways, yeah, so this is a day in the life of a digital nomad. That's a lie. Like, this is not what I do every day. This is not what we do every day, especially not spontaneous backpackers. We usually don't hang out with other nomads. And when we do, we're very careful to make sure that we have some sort of connection before. Like, otherwise it's almost guaranteed to not work. And unfortunately, there's a lot of times where you get disappointed, like, hey, I wish I wish it would have gone this way instead. It's just, draining kind of relationships, but that wasn't the case today. As you can hear in my voice, we've been talking for hours, me and Daniel, also with Adrian and Susana and None in the restaurant. This has been a fantastic day. I'm just waiting for the bus. I'm gonna take some metros, so it's gonna take about 2 hours to get home. And if you watch the stories or our threads on Twitter, or if you watch in our newsletter, we share some hacks on why we choose to do local transportation in Mexico City. Also, how we're able to have internet in pretty much all over the city, even though we don't pay for it. So we share some of those guides. And if you enjoyed this video, definitely check out some of the other videos. One that could be up here, one that could be up there. And yeah, let us know in the comments what you learned today. And we would love to see you down the road. So hop in those comment section, send us some replies in the newsletter, and hope we get to meet you down the road. Peace.